This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit? One, puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass. Then we pass.
Tick, tock.
Tick, tick, tock, don't stop. Make your body wanna rock.
You know what I mean?
Tick, tock. Step up in the club looking like P. Diddy. What's up, girl?
It's crazy how that just ring off.
Right.
It's just automatic. Like whatever you associate with TikTok, you just start running with it.
Right there, right there.
Crazy,
That's
crazy.
for real.
What's popping? What's going on?
Man, we outside.
You right? Is these
today.
new frames? These frames looking crispy.
They are newish, you know what I'm saying? They newish, you know what I'm saying? It's giving the give.
Okay,
I
see you.
At, you know what I'm
I see you out here and over here.
Changing it up a little bit. You sure?
We see they out here in the neighborhood enjoying the weather.
They definitely enjoying the motherfucking weather out here, kayaking and doing off-road sports and shit.
Pool is definitely open.
You know what I'm saying? In that dirty ass East River.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
We're not a fan of that. We don't.
You barely catch me on a booze cruise. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Nah, we not
circle
doing
line.
that.
We ain't doing circle line.
We not doing that. It's your man EarthTone.
And your man, the real Peasy, holding you down with the right dose of the highest notes.
Yeah, man. It's the Herbal Tea Podcast. Welcome back.
Shout out, ladies and gentle thems, girls and squirrels and boys.
Did you create that? Did you come up with that one?
I mean, I think I might have penny nickel dime coined that.
Okay, that's kind of fly right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Might need to get that like on a t-shirt or something.
Shout out to, I think that's Them Magazine. Shout out to them. I think they might have helped a little bit.
Got you. Piggyback. Just
Shout
piggyback.
out, you know what I'm saying? We're representing for the Q+, the whole Q+.
Okay. Well, you know, it's the top of the month, so we got the verses for you, the head-to-head.
We got a new verses.
You know what I'm saying? We got some more Q+ music to ring out on this thing. We got two artists. This is a good one, man. We're going to bring the albums back.
We're going to bring that back.
You know what I'm saying? We're bringing the albums back. We're going to get two full projects for you. The first one is a duo.
It is.
One of my favorites, you know what I'm saying, along with another artist that's, you know, been out here doing this thing for a little minute. Kaytramine, ladies and gentlemen, is the squad of the hour.
The squad?
Kaytramine. So that's Kaytranada, or a.k.a. Kaytrazini.
Kaytrazini.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
And the kid Amine. Amine is a hip-hop artist, songwriter from Portland. Right. I didn't realize he was from Portland.
Right, me neither.
Shout out to Portland. First garnered some attention in, 2016 with his single Caroline. It actually peaked at a number 11 on the Hot Billboard 100. Right. So
that's big.
You know, 20, like that's for your debut. Like that's not bad. So that's he did his thing out here. He had a little stint with our girl Kaylani.
Word.
Yeah,
what kind of stint we talking?
They had a situationship.
They had a situation.
They had a little situationship for a hot minute.
Before she had to come onto the other side.
I didn't know that. I mean, maybe he, helped her figure out
that's not what she wanted.
Maybe. So shout out to Amine, man.
Shout out to them.
So him and Kaytranada got a little bit of a history. First of all, you know Kaytrazini, Q+ alumni, Haitian Canadian, producer DJ, received a moon rock for his album Bubba from yours truly.
He sure did.
I mean, come on, that was season 1.
All the girls gagged, all of them. My double D's gagged. You know what I'm saying? My inner soul gagged.
Did you fall out of the chair on that one?
I definitely was not able to contain myself. I lost it a little bit. I got it back together. I brought it back to earth.
Okay. We got it back.
You ran that back.
Listen, I mean, he did win 2 Grammys for that album.
He did, indeed.
Including Best Dance Electronic.
Well deserved.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
You called it.
It wasn't just me. But they combined. Amine actually did one of his tracks. He redid one of his songs called At All, one of Kaytranada's songs in 2014. I think he used the beat or flipped it or something. And Kaytranada got wind of it, saw it, fucked with it, and he reached out to him and sent him some free beats. And that's kind of how they connected originally. And I guess this duo or this project has been a little while in the making. You know, they both been doing their solo things, popping off and respectively.
Interesting.
And they decided to come together and do this joint. Apparently they locked in they got a house in Malibu for like 2 weeks and recorded this whole joint like in 2 weeks time. Okay. And I think I was listening to an interview they was doing. Kaytramine was saying it was a mix of like a few beats he already had like or started, and then a few beats he made on the spot. So it was like a combination. But that's how they put this whole thing together. So it's Kaytramine and Amine. They combined it. That's the name of the group, and it's also the name of the project. Kaytramine. Have you heard of Amine before? Are you familiar?
You know what? No, I have not heard of Amine. Well, okay, I'll take that back. I have heard of Amine, but not much. I didn't really know. I was actually getting them confused with another artist with a similar name. I fucked around and mixed up Amine and Smino.
Oh, I can see that.
Two totally different artists.
I can see that. I fucked
it up in my own little head. I was about to bring that up during the show too, and I would have looked crazy. We don't do that. We're gonna look crazy. We don't do that. We got to do the research and make sure we know what's going on.
Exactly. Okay.
Amine, separate.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Two different. I think they. Yeah.
Not even close. Not even close.
Okay. Well, we got Kaytramine. The album came out May 19th. 11 songs, 33 minutes, so it's not a long project. I gave this joint a loud.
You gave it a loud?
A loud, 63% loud.
Okay.
Yeah. I rock with it.
Okay.
Out of the 11 joints, I mean, I have 4 that I really, really liked, enjoyed.
Wait, how many did you
4.
like? Okay.
4 out of the 11. But the other joints that I didn't like, the production on this thing is kind of what stole the show for me. Like, Kaytramine did his thing. I like him in his rap bag. It was definitely a few of these on here that I felt like was like some Bubba files that didn't make the album. The Forever joint, that sound like some Bubba shit that like could have been on that album. Forever and ever, that beats forever. Like,
it did sound like a leftover. It was giving that tease.
I like that joint though. The setback for me on here, where most of the joints I feel like held it back a little bit. Like, it was a low loud for me. I like the way it was put together. It had like he rapping on here, but his raps was kind of like they left something to be desired for me. Like, I didn't get a lot of crazy, and I heard his stuff before. Like, I'm somewhat familiar with his work. He wasn't really giving me any sauce. Like, I was like, all right, some of these beats is fire, and he not really like going crazy. And then the features on here, he had Freddie Gibbs on here. He got Snoop Dogg on here. He got Big Sean on here. All of the features, these are some heavy hitting features. And I don't really think he kind of showed up next to any of them. Like, I don't know. That was the drawback for me. And it wasn't like, he wrote it. Like, the flows was there, but I didn't really get a lot of content that I was like, this is kind of interesting. This is layered. I could see different shit going on. Like, all right, who he is, it opens up. That beat right there, it kind of put me in a Busta Rhymes Extinction Level event bag.
Who he is?
Yeah, the beat. It's like, it was one of those funky rap beats that like not too many people gonna pick. But Busta always had a few of those like on an album, like an album cut.
Indeed.
So it gave me that feel. But even then, on the rapping on there, he kind of got the sleepy flow. But he not really. That's like an opportunity, like talk your shit kind of. You open up with the ditty. I'm not with all of that standing around. Like that audio clip is kind of. I like the audio clip, but it sounds like it's about to get spicy, and then it's like the beat come on, and I'm like, all right, it's cool. But it really started for me on the next track. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I like that joint. That joint come on. Them drums is kind of hard, like boom, boom. And then you got the JD sample. You want to talk about cars? Let's talk about it. You want to talk about? I think that's from Money Ain't a Thing. Am I tripping?
I didn't.
That's JD.
I didn't go that deep with it.
On the sample, you can hear the audio. He like, you want to talk about cars? Let's talk about it. You want to talk about cribs? Let's talk.
Okay.
I think that's from Money Ain't a Thing. But that was hard. I love that beat. Upper mid tempo joint. Again, I don't know. Like, the song was like hot. The beat came on. Amine went. It was like, it's cool. But then when Freddie Gibbs slid on, it was like, ooh. Kane came home get a verse without a curse. All these niggas hurt. Like he ain't let that bitch go the whole like. It's like when you gonna spit with like heavy hitting features and then you got like high level beats. You got to kind of show up on these joints, but I feel like he did his thing a little bit, but he ain't really give me enough. That's why I gave it. It would have been a little bit higher for me. It might have been fucked around and been close to a fire because these beats, all of these beats, I wanted to get on. Like I've always wanted to do an album with Kaytramine, so I'm a little jealous anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
And then he gonna come on and ain't really go crazy. I'm like, fam, like I would have laced a couple of these beats, but sauce up. I'm feeling on the salsa. She don't mean that she likes that. So I'm feeling on the salsa. Yo, that's my favorite joint on the whole album, probably. Like one of my favorites. That shit, I went and looked it up. So it's not a word. It's not a thing. No, right. They made it up, right? I'm thinking it's like a West Indian dish or something like that. Yeah. I'm thinking of soursop fruit and shit. Like it reminded me of that. I'm like, okay, what is salsa? It's giving the island vibes, the Caribbean, you know what I mean? The jazzy getaway, vacation on the island type vibes. Did you find out? Jazzy. Did I find out what it was?
Salsa.
It's kind of just something they made up. It's like a sexy time.
Sauce her up.
Salsa.
Sauce her
yeah,
up.
like it's like they trying to.
They made a word up out of a phrase.
Yeah, like they mushed it together.
Salsa,
yeah, salsa up.
Okay, right.
Which could mean a lot of things if you think about it. But that was kind of hard. I felt like he did his thing on that. The features on there as well, kind of. They like outshone a little bit, but I ain't gonna beat up Amine too much. Because I did like the project. Like, I think they got chemistry. I just feel like maybe doing an album in 2 weeks, everybody can't really, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't everybody's bag. Maybe you need a little bit more time to flesh out some of these tracks, sit, and then, they both moving. It's hard to schedule shit. So it's not easy doing these collab projects. I think they've been wanting to do it for a while, and they finally got it done. Probably because of the pandemic. Everything was slowed down, shut down. And they was able to lock in and get it in. But Salsa, that's one of my jams. I love that joint. I looked up on Reddit. They saying that the song might track back like the origins to Kaytramine released a song called 0.001%. Because he did 99.9%.
Yeah, right.
And it was like a SoundCloud joint. And they saying Salsa came from that.
Okay.
But I ain't really go that deep. I just saw that on the headline. So I was like, all right, that's kind of crazy. That doom 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 doom. That be hard, and they got that them spooky keys. Yeah, moaning in the morning when she laughs, she like Yo, he had his he had moments. I just thought he could have been like I've heard him do better. Like I heard his bar. And I didn't feel like he really went in his bag on this. That's kind of really what I'm saying about Amine. But he had joints where he like these songs is kind of like these are some of my favorite joints. Let's talk about it. Salsa, West Side was cool. He had a lot of references. I don't know if you caught it, but he referenced Omar Gooden Jr.
Yeah, I heard that.
Cuba Gooden Jr. He did Tia and Tamara.
Yeah.
And then he did Smart Guy. He did mad 90s references.
He did. He did. He also gave Sierra a shout out. And then
Marcus Houston
a shout out.
I'm like, what's going on? He got a Reddit theme. Like, all right. What was the other joint? Master P. The joint with Big Sean. That track kind of fire. I love that track. This might be my favorite. That and South Sub is like my two highlights on the whole project. The beat is hard. I never really got the Master P correlation.
I was looking for it too.
I was looking for it. And I never really
hear a bar about it.
I didn't hear a bar about it. I didn't hear a sample in a beat. I don't really know what's the correlation with the Master P, but it's hard regardless of that. Big Sean kind of went crazy. This is another thing I'm saying with these heavy hitter features. If you're gonna be getting them,
I like the way Big Sean and Amine's voices kind of meshed.
They did
almost
mesh.
Could not tell.
They did, except for the flows.
Except for the flows and the caliber of the
and
bars.
And the bars.
We'll
Like, Big Sean. Boy, come on. Like, he known for them punches. He had the line, what did he say? I'm a legend in the city. I dealt with the bullshit. Feeling Like Rodman. Now that's a layered bar because all right, you got Dennis Rodman, right, who played for the Detroit Pistons.
Right.
He's from Detroit, Big Sean. They used to have to face Jordan and the Bulls. That's the bullshit.
Right.
In the championship all the time because Jordan was stopping a lot of people's dreams from championship. Like they won mad championships.
Yeah.
But then he also played with the Bulls and won championships with Jordan in the mid 90s. So it was like a layer. But I was like, and I ain't hear like those are the kind of caliber joints. I was like, all right, this is just one verse. I'm getting this from Big Sean real quick. I ain't grabbed none of those really, unless I just missed them and slipped them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really catch too many of those from Monae throughout the project. But listen, all in all, CC3 loud for the kid, man. I was rocking with this project. I liked it. Like it's a enjoyable listen straight through. It wasn't really cohesive as far as a project or a concept. It's just a bunch of joints. Like they just rocking out. Like you could tell they kind of just got in the lab and wanted to work together. He had some beats, put some joints together. Yeah, 63 Loud. How you feeling? Where you at with it?
Let's talk about
Want to talk about cars? Let's talk
about it. Let's discuss the. Okay. Before I get into this further, I'll start with my score.
Okay.
I gave it a 50 mid, straight down the middle. A lot of people mess with this album.
Okay.
But here are my thoughts.
Interesting.
You can always count on Kaytra to provide the easy, light house and jazz grooves that just work in a lot of different contexts. And I say that because I'm hanging with, some of my peoples, and this album actually came up and just threw that on. Okay. And the song the album just kind of, as we're talking, we kikiing and, drinking and smoking and joking. It's playing in the background. Perfect background music. That's exactly what this album is.
Yep,
it is the type of music that you could just throw on
throw the whole thing
from the
on.
beginning.
Yeah, and you're gonna be cool.
And you will be cool, and it won't disturb you. The other day, as when we first decided we were gonna do this album, I had just threw it on. And I'm putting my dishes away in the dishwasher, and I'm preparing dinner, making home, and things of that nature. And I put this on. I'm like, oh shit. I got through that shit real quick. This album is great background. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Unfortunately, Monae as a rapper doesn't bring much to the table as a rapper and relegates most of it to wallpaper music. He doesn't have enough persona to stand out. Wow. Say from like a Gold Link or a Corday or just anybody with like a J. Cole-ish type vibe. All the guests outshine Monae, and the record starts sounding the same with the repetitive hooks. But to your point, Sauce Up was my shit too. That was all of our shit. Like when me and my boys was together, when that song came up, we was all singing that record. That's probably my favorite song. Yeah. And that song, the beat is extra hard.
The beat crazy.
This is the one that made me realize how mad I was that Kaytramine happened. Kaytranada, like, yo, swing them beats over here. What you doing? You playing with these boys out here? Come on,
Kaytra-Alliance.
Cause like, listen, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's speak that into existence.
Come on, man, Kaytra-Alliance.
Because I was like, yo, these beats are sinister. These beats are sick. And I'm just so mad because my man has to have the most mid rhymes on earth. Like I don't know if I've heard in my lifetime somebody just skate over all these beats and not say not much really. What was the lines that I caught? The dick can't hang, the beat don't bang. Left my commitments in the condom. Yeah. And that's the type of mode that he on. He just want to get laid. He sucking. He getting his dick sucked. He just, that's what he's talking about. That's the shit. It's the shit that every nigga talk about. Yeah. Every nigga that's confident. Really. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing going on here. So I was really just kind of mad more at the fact that these beats kind of went to waste. But it is a good project. Like if you want to just study
Yo, study music.
You want to put it in the background like you got your lo-fi on.
It's one of the songs. I forgot which song it is. It sounds like a lo-fi study beat.
This one of those.
That was one of the comments.
You want to turn down. You want to decompress before you go to sleep.
But not when Sauce Up come on.
Not
When that come on, you going out.
You might pregame.
You throwing on a Hawaiian shirt.
You get a pregame with that for sure.
Like.
We throwing that on before we go to like Good Room or to Knockdown Center because we go there a lot.
Yes,
so we putting that on, but that's about it.
Okay,
but, shout out to Kaytramine, 50 mid for me. Hold on,
so that's a 50 mid and a 63 loud.
53. That's a 113.
113.
So that's like 56. 56.5.
56.5.
56.5. I'm doing the math in my head.
All right, come on. 56.5.
56.5.
Okay. Tend to be there for my sons. Like my name's Steve Nash. That was another bar Monae had. Like he had a couple moments. I was like, okay, that's cute. But then in the same token, he said, I'm a deadbeat dad, so my sons want attention. I thought that was hilarious. I found a lot of those little like moments throughout the album.
There were moments.
Like the 90s references, those kind of little. I was like, all right, he had like some little stuff in there.
There's
but
a
it was
lot
like
of promise. There's a lot of promise.
Yeah, but the thing is, I heard him like go harder than this. I think I heard him on like the first time on like a Gold Link project, and he was a feature song. I'm like, oh, who is this? And it made me go to his like one of his albums, and it was like 3 or 4 songs. I was like, yo, he kind of. Like he got it. He was just like, I don't know. This sounded like a little bit rushed.
Maybe it was like a rush job.
Yeah.
But some people put together classics in 2 weeks. But I guess you're right. It might have been like a logistics
timing is everything.
Before everybody had to be in the same studio and push it together. They probably weren't able to do all that.
Exactly.
So that might be part of it. But no excuse, my nigga. Like
you're
what
right.
the fuck?
56.5.
You gonna show up or not?
56.5.
56.5 is your score.
All right. So you had a 63 loud, 55, 50 mid,
50
straight down the middle. Okay. All right. So who we gonna put up against Kaytramine?
So coming to the stage, y'all.
I wonder who it could be.
Bringing to the stage. We've had this person on the show before. Let's go with Janelle Monae.
Oh my God. The one and only.
The one and only.
The one and only. The beautiful, the lovely.
The beautiful, lovely.
The multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Shall we go on?
I mean,
we're going to have to go on.
Okay.
And Janelle Monae is somebody we've had on the show before. Mm-hmm. We reviewed them. We didn't review them since the first season. It was on episode 18. They had a song that was on the soundtrack for...
The soundtrack.
I forgot what the movie was, but nonetheless, not that important. Mm-hmm. They are a non-binary... let me see, singer, rapper, and actress. Mm-hmm. And their pronouns, okay, I'm going to put the pronouns out there.
Okay.
Because she is kind of, big on those. She, her, they, free ass motherfucker.
Yep, I remember that.
That's the part right there. Mm-hmm. So, we want to visit episode 18 if you want more of an in-depth, but here's a little quick primer. Introduced through worked with Outkast and the Purple Ribbon Gang. Became a protege of Puffy. Got signed to Bad Boy Records in 2007.
Take that.
You know what I'm saying? Released 4 albums. Has topped the Billboard Hot 100 as a feature with the diamond single We Are Young with Fun. So let's set the world on fire, on fire, all right.
Yeah, that joint crazy.
Yeah, that's my shit. So did that, and since then, of course, SAG Award winner, 8 Grammy nominations, ASCAP Vanguard Award, role in Hidden Figures, nominated for I think an Oscar, and Moonlight. She's been out here doing her thing since pimping. Mm-hmm. And, have you heard of Miss Janelle Monae? Do you remember when we did her?
Absolutely. I do remember when we did her. I'm trying to remember what movie. Was it like a Marvel movie or something? I can't remember.
I don't know. 2020. Something 2020.
I remember when she was with the group, like when she was on the Suits.
Yes.
All she was wearing was the black and white like tuxedo suit.
Right, about
and
that.
the hair was always up in a bun. She had the dreads with the mohawk bun.
Right.
She was killing them. And I was working at Atlantic at that time. So I used to see them come through in the hallways, like 7 deep, the whole band and her, like just walking through the hallways, going to like have meetings about the albums coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely heard of them. She was heavy into Prince, and he actually kind of co-signed her.
He did co-sign.
And gave her like they had like a protege
relationship,
mentor type.
I remember
relationship.
the song they did on Electric Lady.
And you know he don't like co-sign a lot.
He don't co-sign hardly nobody. Barely that motherfucker sample his songs.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the song, but anyway. So yeah, Janelle Monae is on her 4th entire album, full-length project. Is what we have in front of us, and that is the verses. The album is called The Age of Pleasure. Ooh. The Age of Pleasure, and it was released June 9th.
Yep.
2023, and you're right alert.
Yep.
It is 14 songs long. You know what I'm saying?
32 minutes.
32. Is it 32 minutes? That's
not that long though.
A lot
14,
of
it's a couple of those skits. It's like 3 of them.
Okay. So it's pretty brisk. Okay. But why don't we get into it?
Okay. How you was feeling though? I'm interested in this one. Like, how you feeling about Miss Monae?
91 Moon Rock. For me. Yes. It is a moon rock, y'all. Yes. Yes. Zoom in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Like, I'm speechless right now.
Yes.
That long pause is me being speechless.
Right. Come
Whoa.
on. Fill on a tick.
Okay. I did not.
You know what I'm saying? Lick the nipple. It is a 91 moon rock for me. Let me tell you something.
Whoa.
Let me break it down
okay.
for you. Let's discuss this
Yeah, let's
album.
get into it. Damn.
So the living definition of your phrase hot in the twat, the whole album.
Yes.
I love the fact that this is where she's at in her personal evolution, and then to bring it all to record in such an artful and very well curated way. Like I was sleeping really for a second because I'm listening to it, I'm like, damn, she really she doing a lot of reggae, she doing a lot of Afrobeat. Is these samples and then lo and behold, Sister Nancy comes up on a track. Sister Nancy is the first female reggae DJ in history. So
is that the
reggae artist? Yeah. No. Well, it's the track before.
Okay.
That's Bam Bam. One time, Bam Bam. So that's sampled again for like the 15th time. But anyway, but she actually does the interlude before. So
okay.
She comes on, does her thing, shouts herself out. She says it on the record. First female reggae artist. DJ is what you call a reggae artist. So, gets her on the record. That's a big fucking move for me in my eyes. And then the next record is like one of my favorite. My favorite is like Water Slide. So the Patra sample, that's all of against them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's right. That's my shit right there. All the way through and through. So you get shit like that. Like she really curated the fuck out this album. I really love how it flows. The interludes flow into each other. You know what I'm saying? And it really, really did it because like I just felt her vibe. I just felt her because we know her for the suits. She came in the game covered all the way the fuck up.
This is like the other side of the rainbow of
exactly. To be right, rainbow is perfectly right because she was definitely giving it up for these ladies in that Lipstick Lover video. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah,
but I can imagine from the song.
Oh my God, this is a beautiful video. There's beautiful women in there, and she's just all in her glow. Wow. And I just really like to see that because women in the music industry obviously are either going to be heavily sexualized or they have to fight for their own agency. So to see someone do it on their own terms and then celebrate that, and she talked about in the interview how like her boobs started growing and she didn't like that. Like she was so afraid of showing like her own boobs or like embracing that part of her body. And she went on an interview, and in the interview each piece of clothing that she had on, she strips it off as they go through the questions. So she starts off in the first in the way we see her in the beginning in the full suit.
This is the video.
This is an interview.
Oh, this is an actual interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she does that, and then as the interview goes on, she takes off another piece of clothing until she's down to her underwear and just loving her own body.
Wow.
And it's a really beautiful thing. And that kind of encapsulates what the whole album is really about. It's just like a sexual revolution, agency, just like feeling the vibe and just letting all of it be. And I think that's beautiful because, you know, sometimes in the queer world, you could either be like, some people come out like they're like hyper conservative. They don't know how to kind of really go about. They don't really know how to deal with sex in their own because it's so rife with trauma and confusion and shit like that. And so to finally come on the other side and be like, fuck these niggas, I love myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and embrace all of me in real time, and y'all gonna see me love myself. You're gonna see what that looks like.
Wow.
So that's what I really got, and I just like the way the whole album flow. You got the Afro beat, like I said. You got the reggae. You got a little bit of, you got a lot of jazzy. You got a lot of her singing R&B. And the only thing I think it was missing, she got bars. She got bars, but she don't really spend too much time rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
That is kind of really what it did. For like the first only time you hear her rap is in the Float record. Float. You know what I'm saying? But you know she got bars because you know she spits because she's saying shit like, "Baby, I'm choosy, but you gotta, but me and you could fuck in that jacuzzi. We could make a scene, a better yet, we could make a movie." Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That bar stood out to me as well.
Looking at 1,000 versions of myself, and they're all fine as fuck. You better go ahead and show her how it's done. That's how I feel about it. So it's a 91 Moon Rock for me. How you feel about this album?
Damn, I was not expecting that one. This project is fire.
Okay.
I gave it a fire, 75%. But damn, 91 Moon Rock. I'm still like, I'm flabbergasted.
That's how.
Yeah, this project is crazy. You hit it on the head. It's definitely a smooth listen. It plays all the way through, like similar to the Monae joint, but definitely not background music. It's like it's a vibe the whole time. She's giving you different modes of sexy time music, pretty much. She's giving you like the reggae, R&B, wine music. She's giving you like the up tempo, like dance, feel good and love music. She's giving you I'm sexy as hell and I know it music. She's leaning into her love of women. She's putting it out there, playing it with the whole duality, the non-binary. Am I pansexual, bisexual? Yeah, I'm on both coasts.
Whatever you want.
I fly them out.
Yep.
They each got a house. Like, she was talking her shit. I was like, wow, did she just say that? Like, she said it on the low. Like, it was a lot of subtle bars.
A lot.
I agree. I really wish she would have spit more. Like, cause she gave you like a little taste, and you could hear like, all right, I could have used a few more of these 16s.
That's what
maybe
I'm saying.
maybe
That's
a
what I'm
24.
saying.
Give me a little, you know what I mean? But Float, opening up, I mean, you're going to put out a project for people who still doing full projects, albums. Your first project is going to be the grabber. Like, people going to go to your first project when they listen to the album, and that's going to have to grab the attention. And that Float joint is crazy. You got these triumphant horns.
Oh, man, the horns.
Which is, I think she used as symbolism because they flooded throughout the whole project.
Yeah.
All of the half or more than half of the songs have like these triumphant style horns.
And I love them horns.
Dope, super dope. She's floating on this track. She's talking about she's dealing with, you know, insecurities, being like, you know, feeling small when she walks into a room, feeling like that in the past, and now overcoming that and, you know, being confident and walking with her back straight and, you know, having that sexy chip on her shoulder, feeling good, like leaning into her, you know, her womanhood, her oneness, her non-binariness, all of that.
All of it.
The phenomenal joint. It got that pluck bass. It reminds me of B.
Partition, something like that.
Like from that B album, yeah. that shit is hard. I love the way she like the melody of the so phenomenal. Like she just giving you that's a little bit of that jazz band razzmatazz type shit. But then she's killing it on that joint. Lipstick Lover, the island vibe, the wine music. I like lipstick on my neck. She like going in, like, and they all sound like high quality production. It sounds like live band music. Her voice sounds amazing, silky smooth. She's choosing the right melody. She's making the right melodic decisions, artistic, creatively decisions. She's like going in. Dry Red is probably my favorite moment on this project, and it's like under 2 minutes. Like that's a quick little, but that acoustic guitar is crazy. It's breezy, it's smooth. She like caressing the beat on this joint with her voice. Like it's crazy. Baby, I'm a little bit choosy, but me and you can fuck in a jacuzzi. Like you wine for me, wine for me. Like, and she's saying, "Baby, won't you wine for?" It's called Dry Red. That's like a description of a wine. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we had to get the wine. If you ain't noticed, you know what I'm saying?
Fly. No Better. That's another joint.
No Better's my shit.
That I rock with. Yeah, man. She had a lot of dope moments. She did her thing on this project.
She did.
75 Fire for me. Wow.
75 Fire.
Wow, Moon Rock. That's crazy.
With a Moon Rock 91.
Water Slide was my joint too. That was the other joint. Those was two. She went to the Lipstick Lover and Water Slide was like, she was giving you vibes, different moments. But it was a quick joint. It wasn't, it was a quick listen. It wasn't really like a full long. It didn't feel heavy, but it kind of came and went. It was like, all right, yeah. But it made me want to go back. Like I definitely grabbed a few of these joints and playlist them. Yeah.
You already know.
So we got 75, 91.
91, so that took us at 166. 83 is the total score.
Wow.
And I'm giving it up.
83 average. I mean, that's a fire average. That's kind of
average.
That's one of the highest joints we had in a minute.
Absolutely.
I feel like.
Absolutely. She set the standard. She set the standard for this.
Come on, Janelle.
She did.
That was fun. I feel like we ain't do albums in a minute, or a whole project.
Yeah.
That was interesting. So shout out to Kaytramine. Shout out to Janelle Monae.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of accents. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. Battle of the accents.
Yeah. There's a lot of French going on in these albums.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of those influences there.
Yeah, man. But we got the victor, Miss Janelle Monae. Go check it out. Age of Pleasure, Kaytramine. What y'all think?
Who's
hot? Who's hot?
not?
Who's not?
Who hot?
Were we off? Were we on? You know what I mean? Let us know. Hit us up in the comment as always, or IG. You know what I mean? DM us, likes, subscribe, all of that bullshit.
Let us know what you think.
You know what I mean?
And if you got your own music, don't forget to send that through. You know what I'm saying? We always taking these submissions. We always looking out and checking what's going on in our DMs. So don't be afraid to hit us up and let us know what you got going on.
Yes.
You might end up on this show.
You never know. And we gonna end it like we always do, on a motherfucking high note.
This is it. What? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up. Now who really tryna hit? One puff, then we pass.